G back with some Darkest Dungeons, and they just came out with a new update. So they came out with Radiant mode, which is, I believe, the easier mode for Darkest Dungeon. And as anyone that plays Darkest Dungeon knows, it is not an easy game. So I went ahead and I re-rolled and started an easier campaign in Radiant mode. You can see you got a different icon there. So I've got McNoob here, a little bit of an easier playthrough. I'm going to tell you right away, after coming back to this game after a year, Radiant mode is still not easy. It is still very Darkest Dungeon and very difficult. So I'm on week 11. You can see where my guys are at and how I've been doing so far with Radiant mode, and I will post the description of Radiant mode in the description. Alright, so let's fire it up. Let's see how we're doing. You can see how Mr. G survived 11 weeks in Darkest Dungeon in Radiant mode. Now, one of the things that I really like are these random Hamlet events. So every couple of quests you do, or just about every quest, I've had something. So all stress relief activities are more effective. I had one the day before where everybody had free stress relief, which was nice. Sometimes a character will get free experience, like my Abomination guy here just gained a level if I left him back at the Hamlet. So just add some more randomness and a little more character to the game, which I've been enjoying. Okay, so here's the Hamlets. Here are my guys so far. You can see I have a few level 2. So Ding Wang made it to level 2. He survived. B-Town made it to level 2. You'll see Bossy Pants, my favorite. We all love the Crusaders, right? I mean, they look like a total boss. They're a great tank. You'll notice Bossy Pants here is level 1, and he is named Bossy Pants Jr. Well, that's because I have some bad news for those of you that started watching. Bossy Pants, he's my favorite guy. I spent so much money on him. He died. There he is, Adventurer Crusader. He bled out and was killed by a lame swine chopper. Did like a crit for 20 on him, and then he had bleed, and then my Vestal couldn't heal because she wasn't in the right spot, and she was like freaking out. She was, I don't know, she had one of those afflictions, so she was like, I'm not going to heal anybody, so my favorite, Bossy Pants, he died. Batu Hanukkis, you're dead as well. Sorry, dude, you didn't make it, main it. Not really sure who you are. I didn't give you a special name because, well, just weren't on my favorites list. Okay. So I've got a few guys with no stress. I'm trying to just kind of grind some of the easier missions. So let's take off. Now, some of my students were telling me I need to be more enthusiastic on the channel, but then I was looking at some of my comments from my grown-up subscribers, like Reddit, and you're like, I'm going to subscribe because you're calm and chilled out. So you might get a little dual personality from me. You might get a little of me being overly excited, and then the normal me, which is just pretty chilled out. Let's see if we can move it to chilled out. Now this guy, the Abomination, was not around when I first played this thing in early access. He is fun, but he's dangerous to you and your own guys. He can transform into this wicked cool beast. Only problem is he starts freaking out all your own guys. But you know what? He's really tanky, and he does some serious DPS. For my kids that are young, DPS means damage per second. So we'll get some math going on DPS later. Ding Wang, you've been doing great. I'm gonna bring you. I need a healer, so we're gonna ditch you. She has a little bit of healing, but not a ton. We'll get this old weird guy. And one of the things that I found really handy is they give you their preferred position. So when you're setting up your crew, you can take a peek to see where your guys really like to be. Problem is when you get two guys that both want to be in the same slot. It'll be a little tricky. Alright, so I'm leveling a new Crusader. Yep, there's Bossy Pants Jr. Can we bring you? Why can't we bring you? What? No? No, I can bring this guy. What are you doing? Why can't I bring you? Well, that is just the pits. There's like no explanation either. Unless he's already in there. Oh, how about now? No? Really? Alright, well let's hope we can get you later. Let's bring one more tanky guy. This Man-at-Arms is okay. Not super excited about him. Alright, so let's give these guys some names, and let's, since we're bringing them, let's name them after some fans or some students' nicknames here. Alright, I need, who's this guy? Oh, We'll just call him Matthias. You know who you are. There you go. All right. Where were we? All right, we got given some names here. Okay, Matthias. Now here we can swap out skills. I don't have any extra skills unlocked for this guy yet. Let's check out the abomination. Oh, since I like these guys. So who's my scariest student in here? The loudest one. Whew, well, I already have a name for that one. Throw in here. Oh, here we go. She'll appreciate this. All right. Oh, how do we spell that? We'll just, you know who you are. There you go, Cloudster. We'll just change the spelling there a little bit. As to not reveal your true identity. All right. One other thing that's new since early access is you can change out their color scheme a little bit, which is nice. You know, if you've got more than one of the same class of guy, you can at least differentiate them a little bit there. And let's see. Do I have any more names? Kiddos. All right. All right. Oh, MC. I'm going to give you one. You should know who you are. Yeah, you're kind of an expert on the darkest dungeons, so I'm going to give you, yeah, be this guy. He looks like an expert on stuff. All right. Now I'm going to go back. I've got a little bit of money. I did make the mistake of burning through all of my money a couple of weeks back, in-game weeks, and I had no money to provision. So one of the things I did was I just rolled with a bunch of level 0 guys and sent them in the dark just to farm some money. They did okay. But whoops, do I want... All right, let's take a peek here. No, I can't seem to work with you. All right, we're bringing this guy. So you can see they get flagged with seals there if they're going on the mission. All right, let's upgrade some of their stuff. Boom, boom. Upgrading equipment and weapon. Who else could use an upgrade? Let's see, Ding Wang, did we already do you? Yep. And who else is coming on this one? Ooh, Abomination guy. I think I got you already. Yep. And then who else? We're bringing this guy, right? Kind of a newbie guy. I don't like... Yeah, I can't even upgrade until he hits level 1. Maybe we can give him some skills here at the guild. Unlock new skills. Like, you can change them out, right? If you don't like their... Ooh. All right, I kind of like this skill. Let's throw that in. Let's definitely level up his healing here. All right, you know what? If we're going to take him, we may as well just level up his skills there. Now, here's the problem, right? I got 5 skills. We're only allowed to bring 4. So we right-click the old dude there. Oh, he's level 1. We can bring him. Okay. And let's swap out Weakening Curse for Abyssal Artillery. Do I want to go with a curse here instead of this hex? I'd rather have an actual attack than a debuff, so we'll do that. Is there anything we can bring as far as devices go? Let's see, this improves crit and melee skills. Well, it doesn't really melee. Disease resist. Problem I'm noticing with a lot of the trinkets is they have bad things that go with them, so it almost makes them worse sometimes. But it is what it is. Oh, I gotta give this to my Vestal. Where's B-Town? You could use this. Let's fire you up there, B-Town. Okay, boom. Vestal. Chalice. Yeah, there we go. So that hurts HP, but I'm not really sure what Virtue Chance is, but I'm sure it's good. We'll go with it. All right, you know what? Let's get on a mission. Enough me fiddling around in here. Let's take the easiest possible mission here. So let's see. We've got a Short Apprentice level 1. Short Apprentice level 1. So no need to take the firewood, as I learned, unless it's a medium. Thank you for that, MC. Okay. Let's do this one. Rewards, pretty much the same. Deeds. Less... Oh, do I need some of the portraits? Beasts. All right, you know what? Let's just do that. So we got these guys. I think they're as ready. Who am I bringing? All right, level 1 guy. Ooh, I forgot to upgrade his stuff. Let's see if we can do that now. Where is he? Where is he? Not that 0. This guy. At least they tell me he's going on the trip. All right. Probably blew too much money on these terrible heroes, but you know what? You get attached to your heroes in this game. And when they die, like Bossy Pants did, you kind of get sad. Didn't have enough shovels last time. I hate not having, oopsie doopsie, enough shovels because your guys get stressed out. They get damaged, and it's just bad news bears. And you guys know I'm afraid of the dark, so I always roll with lots of torches. Some people like to go with darker missions. You get better loot. but I just want my guys to not die. All right, how much are those? I need to save some money. All right, let's just do it. There we go. Off we go. Okay, scouting. All right, let's just reveal some of the things around where we're going. So we got to do 90% of rooms. Now, I always have a hard time doing the math on that, right? Because how many rooms are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 90% of 9 would be 0.9. So they round that up. Does that mean we can skip one room? So I never really know if I can skip one. So even when you have these ones that you have to backtrack to, which is a pain, I usually do it. Yeah, look at me. Glad I brought 2 shovels. And off we go. That was pretty uneventful little hallway. All right. Anybody in here? Oh, of course there are. Baddies. Okay. Well, I probably shouldn't do it, but I'm going to show you this guy's deal. Now, he gets this as a free move, so he can transform himself into beast mode, and he turns into this terrifying goat thing. Very demonic, right? Little silly that, oh, we're trying to stop demonic stuff and evil stuff, and here we are with this guy and then this crazy demon dude. All right. I always like to start out with things that injure more than one guy, just to kind of spread it around a little bit. And then I can start picking guys off there. So doing my area of attack stuff. Ooh, resisted. No, he didn't scare. Oh, yeah, see, look. So I engage this guy into beast mode, which is super cool, but he's already stressed out the whole team. So my lower level guys are like, oh my god. Even Dingwang's a little bit like, oh, I'm scared. All right. What did I name these guys? Ah, Matthias. There we go. Okay, now you can see here where you can attack and from what positions. Base damage. So that's kind of his main run-of-the-mill attack. Well, let's finish this weakest guy off. I mean, your number one thing you want to do in this game is eliminate characters as quickly as possible, which means you're usually best off focusing damage on whomever you can do it to as quickly as possible. Now, my last playthrough before this one of my, I don't know if it's an exploit or whatever that I was doing that I used to do in early access is you get down to like one enemy and you just go ahead and stun them over and over and you go ahead and heal your crew. I noticed they added a workaround to that with the update. One of my guys was like, come on, finish them off already. And then I took a big stress hit on all my guys. So I'm glad to see they've added that in. I mean, the game is a lot more complete than it was when I first played. All right, attack of 90. Some nice. Look at that. Crit 22. Well, bam. Oh, all right, little stress relief. Now, when I go ahead and transform that guy back, they all get a little bit of a stress buff. So it should chill them out a little bit. Although if I don't do that before the end of the match, does it still work? Yes, it does. They get 1 back, so not a lot. But hey, look, a shovel. I love shovels almost more than I like torches. So that's awesome. All right. So back we go. Backtracking. Now, if you're new to Darkest Dungeon, here's your torch up here. And you can see the modifications that happen as it gets darker. You take on more stress. And you get less likely to surprise your enemies. But I'm going into a new spot. So I'm going to fill up my torch meter there, my light meter. And I did some scouting already here. So it looks like no battles, but there is a trap, which I'm always running into traps. I never am paying attention. Now, Dingwang, good job. You disarmed that trap. And you selfish little stinker, you went and just grabbed that before I even told you to do it. All right. Okay. Oh, nobody in here? Off we go. Now, I know I'm going to have a battle here because you can see it there, right on the map. So, ooh, it's getting darker. Dingwang doesn't like when it gets dark. All right, so we have these random curios, and I think I remember from a million years ago when I played this the first time, some characters are better at unlocking these than others. If someone could remind me how these work in the comments, that would be great. Most of the time it's nothing or it's something bad. All right, we surprised these guys, and that's probably due in most part to the fact that we had a decent amount of light going on the old light meter. So let's do some damage here. before these guys get fired up. Spreading it around. Oh, we got a crit. Yay! Good job, MC. Okay, I'm going to not go this into beast mode here. I'm going to kind of save that because, as you guys saw earlier, it freaks everybody out. For some reason, they do not like fighting next to a giant goat man. And can you really blame them? You can't. Sometimes I feel like it takes forever when the enemy turn is going. I do like, though, that they don't let me just click through it, because honestly I would just click as fast as I could to go ahead and get through that. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, can I remove some stress and do some healing? Yeah, I could use some healing. So let's give this guy a break. There you go. Did I not rename you? Can I not switch over to you? Oh, I can't do it in battle. Well, that's no fun. I forgot to give you a special name, duders. I'm sorry. Well, let's just pick this guy off here. Bam, with a crit. Ding Wang. From the original. He's still in there. You start with a Crusader and a what is this guy? Highwayman. For my students that don't know, Highwayman means robber bad guy dude. Generic bad guy from long ago. Okay, we don't want to curse. Can we just finish this guy off? Yes, we can. Okay. And let's end this guy with a crush. What bam. Really? You're going to survive that? I guess you are. Okie dokie. So we're bleeding here. Now if I had some bandages, that would help, but I don't. We'll just throw some healing on you. Now this guy, he can either be really good at healing or like that, 3. He can do from like 1 to 12. He's not as consistent as your Vestal is when it comes to healing mode. There we go. Defeated. And then I love when that narrator guy comes in. Oh, the darkest ghoulish horrors. Blah, blah, blah. But everything that guy says is gold. If I had a voice like that, oh my god, my YouTube channel. Be wicked good. Just say everything in a really deep bass voice all the time. Oh, look at that. We surprised those guys with dim light. We're just getting lucky with the old RNG. For my students that don't know what that means random number generator. It just means randomness built into the game. All right, we got some higher level dudes. This pig guy right here, he's what killed Bossy Pants the first time. Well, a similar dude. So we're going to go full beast mode on these guys. And we just freaked everybody out for a ton of points, but we need to do it. Now he got moved. Did he get moved around or did I put him there? All right, let's hit both these guys. Look at that. We took one out with a crit. Nice. And you'll notice a crit leaves no corpse, which means you don't have to deal with chopping through it later, which is nice. Really, one hit point? Oh, I'm not going to even give you a special name, Greslet. Well, you were supposed to be MC. I thought I changed your name to that. MC, I'm going to get that fixed. Okay. Let's just finish this guy off. Really? With a miss? Matthias. Disappointed in you. And we're back on. Let's hit both these guys. Maybe take one out. Yep. Lovely. Okay. And I'm getting spit on with vomit. Ding Wang's freaking out over there, as you do when giant pigs are vomiting on you. Finally, see, he can do a good job. He can get like 8 healing in there every once in a while. All right, let's finish this guy off. And let's take care of this guy. Nope, not quite. You can see the torch is getting dimmer as your battle progresses. Time continues soldiering on. Time. You cannot stop time. All right, I'll just stop doing that. I can't promise you that I will, but at least, I'll make an effort. Can we open this? What do we got in there? Okay. Oh, we got some more stuff, common-y stuff. 25 gold, really? That's it? Okay. All right, we're going to just hit this up and go clockwise here because we've got to hit most of these rooms. So, okay, this looks like kind of a demon-y thingy. What's it? All right, I need to rename you, dude. Okay, let's rename you first because I keep forgetting. I thought I already did this, but I must have put it on the other guy. Right. MC, there he is. Boom. All right, named. Let's give you there you go. What's your favorite colors? Oh, we're going to go with black. Black and spooky. All right, so we're gonna, see if this guy has a better time unlock. No, you unlock. No. Yeah, I know I'm going backwards. Don't panic. The altar has no effect. Well, that was a waste of time. Onwards we go. Now look, I'm actually noticing a trap for once. Never happens. All right, what's in this room? Does it say battle or no? Probably should have lit my torch because as you can see right now, oh, we got lucky. We would have been getting a lot more damage and more likely to get surprised. So let's fire up. You know what? Let's fill the whole light bar all the way up. Radiant light, yes. Gotta love the quotes on this game. They take nothing not seriously. Everything is very dark and dungeony. What I want to know is, maybe these guys should think about questing during the daytime, especially when they're outside. I always have to go in the middle of the night, which we all know with undead creatures, that's a terrible time to go. But I guess they are seeking undead creatures, so maybe it's intentional, right? Oh, look who brought 2 shovels, just in case. I got this. No pile of garbage is going to stop my adventures. The battle? Finally, really, we're just cruising. Got 2 more rooms left, guys. Let's fire up some more torches here. We stunned these guys, which is great. Gives you a huge advantage. You can roll in and maybe kill 1 or 2 guys off before they even get in an attack, which means you guys have less stress in general. So we're going to not let this guy go beast mode here. Just finish off some dudes here. You can see these guys are not super hard. And I'm only grinding the low level missions here. I've actually never done any of the harder ones. So I'm looking forward to getting some more weeks in and making another video, when I'm well into the game and I'm doing like the level 2 dungeons instead of these easy peasy ones right now.
This expedition at least promises success.
I think when I first played, you could do up to like level 2 and there was maybe 1 boss because it was still early access, it wasn't done. And then that was it, that was the end of it. So I know like the whole end game is to get to the darkest dungeon. And I guess judging from the patch notes on Radiant mode, if your guys failed at the darkest dungeon, they wouldn't be allowed back, like they were too freaked out. But I guess in this mode, Radiant mode, you can send them back, but they take a pretty big stress hit. Victory! Alright, so we finished that up. We got a bunch of treasure and some heirlooms for the old hamlet. One thing I wish is you could use shovels on your other missions. It's some of that stuff that you have to buy every time that didn't get wasted. Now Ding Wang, finally, my level 3 guy. And if I remember correctly, he may no longer want to go on noob missions. Because he'll be like, that's below me, I'm now level 3. So one of the things I do need to upgrade is how many guys I can have. It's always good to have more guys in your roster. So what's going on? Cell cleaning. The abbot will not comment on the condition of the penance hall at this time, except that he expects normal operations to be resumed shortly. So I'm short the penance hall, but the other 2 are half off. Awesome. So let's get some guys in there for cheap. Who are we gonna throw in? Who's stressed out? Simnel, you're a little bit stressed out. Bossy Pants, you're not bad. You know what? Really, most of you are fairly stress-free. I don't want to put Bossy Pants in there because I need to level him up. So most of my guys, they're alright. Now these guys, do they have some sort of blighted condition? What is this? You've got this little green goo symbol here. They have some sort of disease. I will have to figure out and sort that out. Okay, well that was me doing a little bit of Radiant mode further into the game. I'm going to need to think about getting a team of at least 4 level 2 guys up and ready to go, which means I'm going to be using the stagecoach pretty heavily, trying to make sure that I've got a good amount of guys I can go with. So I've got a choice here. I can upgrade my hero barracks or get some experienced recruits, which would be nice, but I'd like to have some more guys. I think that's probably one of the best things you can have in this game is lots of guys. So you can get rid of the ones you don't need and keep fresh ones coming in. I really love this game, and it seems like it's a lot more complete than when I played it last, so I'm really going to enjoy trying to get to that darkest dungeon. And I'll try and keep these coming at you guys until I get further into the darkest dungeon. Thanks for watching. That is Mr. G. I'm done. If you want to hear more of these, please hit subscribe. Catch y'all later.